Purple Rain, the movie turns 40 and officially, and it's amazing when you think about that. Uh, Prince and the Revolution, you think, and the time, and Apollonia 6, and the whole, the imagery, the styles, the sound, the vibe. Prince put Minneapolis really on the map, more so than Bob Dylan did, if I'm being honest. He, the First Avenue Club, breaking down racial barriers, white, black, everything, you know. Everything that you see today, that's what was trying to be visualized through Prince's world in Purple Rain 40 years ago. It was androgyny. It was a standards. It was a hot sound. It was a hot vibe. It was a hot take. The kid, the underdog, was he going to deliver? Not necessarily a great movie. It was like basically a music video collage. But the fact is, Prince was like on a mission to, say Michael Jackson did it, I'm going to do it. Rick James did it, I'm going to do it. Everybody back then had their time, had they run. And it was like, I'm coming through and I'm going to do my thing. That was how it was back then. That's the competition where people wanted to battle and wanted to make their presence felt. Prince had been singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, band leader, arranger, and he also been a Swangali. He, proteges, obviously with the time and everything that you see with Morris Day and Jesse Johnson and those guys. Jam and Lewis were gone, and Apollonia came in and replaced Vanity, and you had Jill Jones in the movies, The Waitress, etc. You had characters in Big Chick in the movie and so on, and Billy Sparks, the nightclub owner, and all that. But you had storyline of a man who wanted to break down black and white and wanted to create his own template. He wanted to be seen universal. He wanted to have a vision in it. And that's what the movie was a driving force. The pulsating beat of When Doves Cry, which to this day is one of those songs that you'll never forget the first time you heard it, the urgency of it. The title track, Purple Rain, which has such a gospel tone and feel and richness. The audacity of Baby I'm a Star, but you understand where we're. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the soundtrack, but I like some songs on it. And I wish that the time songs had been included. I wish it had been a real soundtrack with Jungle Love and The Bird and all that would feature on it. But I'm going to say that it definitely was representative of that time period. Prince came with a bang and he was taking names and, doing his thing. And that movie resonated with a lot of people. It was one of those vehicles that you couldn't escape. And going to see an R-rated Prince movie was like a big deal. The man didn't even talk hardly, just like Michael Jackson. He didn't say a lot of words, but his presence on stage and screen, that's when you had real superstars. That's back when a silhouette meant like, ooh, and you were like, wow. Nowadays, you think you're going to get mugged and robbed. Back then, it was like a ooh and ah. That type of theater with an artist alone shows you what the difference between a professional and what people have come to settle for. So remembering Purple Rain and the black and then the white and the beyond and the drive and the strive and hard work and determination and seeing a sound and a face and a creative force that wasn't going to be denied. That's what that represents. Just thinking about it, it's hard to believe it's been 40 years. Morris Day is doing interviews and they're touring. Jill Jones does interviews, and of course, Apollonia be out there and what have you. But Prince was a very important creative force, and that said a lot for a black man to put a movie out, especially when the Hollywood plantation laughed at him and his ideas. They told him, "Let's get John Travolta, and if you want to do the music, you can't possibly be serious." And he put his money where his mouth was. So, just remembering it. And rest in peace to him too. So, but anyway, that's my thoughts and takes. Remembering Purple Rain, the movie. It's gonna be a musical. We don't know how that's gonna be, but we know what the movie was about, the edginess of it, and how it played out. So, just remembering all the characters and cast. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another shitter if you like my piece.